Now, unfortunately, well over 90% of amateur golfers are just not getting this part right. That trail knee, that right knee, getting to the finish line before your hands do. What we're seeing time and time again are the hands winning the race, leaving the knee behind, flipping, fat shots, thin shots, and just all-round inconsistent ball striking, and they don't even know they're doing it.
All right, guys, in today's video, Craig and I are going to show you 3 awesome drills, how to start the downswing with the lower body to create separation between the lower body and upper body without the head going forward. Let's dive right in. Creating separation during the downswing, leading with the hips without the head going forward is one of the key moves before we get to the right knee to the finish line drill that's so important. That's coming up in a little bit. I really like this drill, if you would, with the club in front and feeling those 2 key movements to start the downswing.
Yeah, it's just such an important area. And I mean, for a lot of people out there, if you hadn't played junior golf, perhaps you started golf a little bit later in life, for those people, the separation is often at times not that easy. But once you practice correctly, it really isn't that difficult. So what we're going to do is take our dress position here. I just want to get you to pop your hands up on top of the golf club. Now, you're trying really to concentrate here, keeping your head still. We're going to shift across laterally with your hips pretty much as far as you can go. Now you can see that my right knee is closing into the left. You see the right knee getting to the golf ball here. Now what we're going to do is we shift across. We're going to rotate a little bit, and you're going to see that it pulls my lead hip back just a touch. Shift across and then rotate. And from here what you can do is just sort of blend it into one movement, keeping your head still. This is going to get your lead shoulder to lift. This is really what separation is, getting the bottom half moving forwards, knee to the finish line with a high lead shoulder.
Craig, if you could do that one more time, we're going to get into the right knee here in a minute. In terms of this, how far forward to shift the lower body, I think you said before, and I like something along the lines of like the outside part of the left thigh past the ankle, or what's a good checkpoint?
Yeah, that's a really good question. What we're seeing with the world's best ball strikers, to get that compression, that separation, that shaft length, is just getting the outside of that lead leg in front of your lead ankle. And look, if you're measuring or looking at your swing and you're drawing lines, the PGA averages there is between 4 to 6 inches of lateral shift, and that's a fact. But with some of the modern day players, we're seeing like Schauffele and Scheffler even more.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 to 6 inches is the average. Some of them go even more. Tommy Fleetwood, Scotty Scheffler.
Guys, so looking at the hip slide here, I've got Xander Schauffele on the left, Colin Morikawa on the right, 2 of the best ball strikers in the world. Just drew lines up the right leg and left leg to show you how much the hips are moving on the way down. Look at Xander here. Look how far forward the belt buckle works through the golf ball. And really one of the key areas you can see, check out the distance between his butt line and how far it's gone away from that trail leg, right? The hips during the downswing to create this separation are moving forward towards the target the whole time as they're rotating, right? So the belt buckle is going to get up over the lead ankle, and it's happening right away from the top and a whole heck of a lot. We're going to see the same thing with all good ball strikers. Here's Colin on the right. Same thing, fairly centered on the way back, and then look at the lateral motion of the hips as the hips shift forward towards the target. They're obviously rotating and pushing up and forward. Look how far forward the hips must go.
Think about this, guys, in terms of creating separation and the downswing. We're getting the hips 4 to 6 inches forward on average, while the head is staying back over the ball line. That's such a good drill to rehearse. All right, guys, you can save 50% off today through May 14th at CogornoGolf.com. If you're trying to improve your game by yourself, it's an endless cycle of frustration. It's when I found a coach, got a real plan, real answers to my questions, real solutions to my swing issues, that my game totally transformed. If you want to be more consistent day to day, hit the ball more solid, and really have answers and a plan that's going to work for you, that's what we do at CogornoGolf.com. Things that are easy to do, couple of minutes. We've done it with over 10,000 students to date. This is going to work for you. It'll be the best investment you ever made in your golf game. Go to CogornoGolf.com. Take advantage of these savings before it's too late. So in addition to that first drill that Craig showed, getting the right knee to the finish line, like we showed the pros being able to do and the amateurs not being able to do, is so key with this. And when we're saying right leg to the finish line, Craig, we're just kind of saying the right knee getting to the ball line before the hands. That's the major point there.
Yeah, such an important part because we're getting a combination move here. We're getting lateral shift, but when you get the knee here to the finish line, you're actually opening up and getting that combination of lateral and rotation with your hips. This drill here is absolutely amazing.
Come on.
And it just helps so many people. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to grip the club in your left hand and your lead hand and just get on the outside of your leg here. Now, this is just such a great way to create separation. What we're looking at getting the right knee to the finish line, but this left hand, this lead hand, is going to slide up to my belt line. So have a look at this. Now, what that does is it lifts this shoulder. You want to literally get this lead shoulder as far away from your big toe as possible as you're closing up the gap of your knees. And other videos we've looked at left hand, left hip, right hand, right knee. But this one is just a great way to feel, getting that closing up the gap, keeping your knee, of course, in, keeping it inside that fence line that we've spoken about. And this will really help you stay down and move through the golf ball. And once you just repeat this move a few times, sliding it up, it actually looks like we know what we're doing. It actually looks like we might hit a good shot from there.
Right.
And if you can copy and mimic some of these positions and stay in these positions in front of windows or mirrors or with your mobile phone, just hold on to positions. We call it static positional training, picking up different feels, and then just put the club down and give it a hit. And it's amazing that the sensations that you can connect to.
Craig, if you could just do one more of those. I just want to reiterate what Craig said. You can get to a good impact, Craig. So from face on, the goal is to get the right knee in line with the golf ball, right, before the hands, while simultaneously from down the line, if there was a fence over the toes here, the knee is staying inside of that from down the line. Forward from face on, inside as it goes towards the left knee from the down the line.
Okay, here we got Xander from both sides. It just drew a line up from the golf ball on the left and a line up from the toe line on the right. So what we're talking about here, what we're looking for on the left, is we want to have the knee get even with the golf ball well before the hands and club. See how his knee from the left gets even with the golf ball well before the hands and club. In fact, it gets there by about the time the hands are just above hip high. That's a clear indicator that he's starting the downswing with his lower body, creating separation, knee to the line well before the hands. Now, as it's happening simultaneously on the right from down the line, as his knee is working towards the target to get in line with the golf ball, notice how that right knee is never going to break that fence, that line up from the toe line. It gets just back inside of that on the way through. See, his right knee never gets outside that line towards the ball.
So guys, right, one of the major checkpoints here in your through swing, pausing halfway through and reaching down to see if you can still touch that right knee, creating that separation is also really going to help that top half stay back. Now, if I'm turning too level, if my arms here are too level, I can't reach back down there. We need to be able to get down and touch that right knee, a wonderful way, just little practice swings, moving through the golf ball, creating these feels and sensations that we wouldn't normally have.
All right, guys, come on. Craig Hanson, how good was that? Leave him a comment down below. Let's thank Craig for coming out and helping us today with our golf games. 3 really great ways to create separation with the lower body during the downswing. Give all 3 of those a try. The club in front, maximizing your shift and adding the rotation. Learning how to get the right knee to the finish line, right? Drill number 2 while staying inside the fence line also creates that. Or give the Xander a try in the follow through. Can you get your right fingers to touch that kneecap? All 3 really great drills to create separation. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if these drills help you. If you have any questions, as always, leave us a comment. Appreciate you watching.